Everybody was kung fu fighting with Kung Fu Panda 2. Spoilers! So I have to say, I love this movie. This movie, it's definitely a sequel. What you look for in a sequel. I mean, wow. First off, let's talk about the 3D. Best 3D movie I've seen so far this year. It's always the DreamWorks movies. Last year with How to Train Your Dragon, and this year with Kung Fu Panda 2. DreamWorks, and it's a CGI movie, so it's understandable, but they know how to make the 3D worth it. I mean, wow, not only does it, like, you're just like, wow, but the action, and it really feels like you're in, China, in this world of Kung Fu Panda, and it really pops. The animation looks crisp, and it just really, like, whereas 3D can make movies darker or it's not noticeable, you definitely notice this. It is definitely worth seeing in 3D. So get that out of the way now. The action in this movie is awesome. It's definitely up there with all the big live action movies out there. And that's what I love about Kung Fu Panda. Whereas Shrek was more comedy, this is an action comedy. I mean, Shrek had action and other DreamWorks movies, but this one is full on action comedy. And even though, and what I like about this, unlike with Shrek, and I still haven't seen the last Shrek movie. This is not all about pop culture references. This is really about, like, really subtle humor, really, like, humor that makes sense to the story with Poe. And, Jack Black is awesome. I love Jack Black. He's one of my favorite comedians. So, he really, not only, like, he makes Poe really relatable. And I mean, just the story, what was really made this movie great, not only as a sequel, but as a great film, was the story. Because the first Kung Fu Panda was all about, this guy that wants to be so much more than just selling noodles, or this panda, he's a panda. But, whereas, and then, like, he becomes a dragon warrior and trains, to become something more than he is. Whereas this one, he's already a dragon warrior. We know he can kick ass. And this one is about where they in the first movie, where we know that his father, Mr. Ping, wasn't. We knew that it wasn't really his father, because why would a goose have a panda? We finally get that question answered. He is adopted, and we find out what happens to Poe's family. And the villain, who's what's his name? Played by Lord Shen, Gary Oldman, who plays freaking Commissioner Gordon in The Dark Knight as well. He's in other movies like Harry Potter and tons of other movies. I loved him, and he was a great villain in this. And he's like a peacock. You don't think of a peacock as being menacing, but he totally plays it. And I love the Furious Five. Everyone was great. They were very heartfelt. With, like, Angelina Jolie was great. She's tough, but she has heart as Tigress. And Seth Rogen is hilarious. Of course, as Mantis. Jackie Chan as Monkey. And Crane, played by David Cross. Lucy Liu as Viper. And then, of course, Master Shifu, played by Dennis Hoffman, of course. I love the cast in this. I loved them in the first movie. I actually saw the film again right before I saw this. And where this weekend, when you have, like, movies like The Hangover 2 and Kung Fu Panda, whereas both are comedies, but one's adult comedy and this one is action kids comedy. This one, I think, just from what I heard, I haven't seen The Hangover 2 yet at the time of this review, but if you can only pick one, definitely see this one. If you love action, because I love Kung Fu, Bruce Lee and, Kung Fu movies, and I love comedy, I love Jack Black, and the animation is so good. I mean, this is definitely DreamWorks' big, where Toy Story was DreamWorks' big, mascot, film. This is now, I think, forget Shrek, this is what DreamWorks should be focusing on, because the stories, I really found myself, like, tearing up. Like, I was like, holy crap, I did not expect a panda. And that's the thing, too. There's movies about animals that, like, kick ass, and it's supposed to make you laugh, but it really, like, touched me. And that's when the movie, is good. When you watch something that's supposed to make you laugh or be like, oh, cool, that's action, and then you watch something that the story you really feel for these characters, and that's what movies should do. So this is definitely not only is this the best 3D movie I've seen so far this year, but it's definitely the best anime film so far this year. But Cars 2 is coming out, and that's Pixar, but I have to say, DreamWorks, I know they got Puss in Boots coming out, and I forgot what else is coming out, but this is definitely the best animated film so far this year, and you definitely should see this in 3D. Definitely best 3D out there. I give Kung Fu Panda 2 rock-ons, meaning a 5 out of 5. Definitely go see this movie, more so than Hangover 2. Hangover 2, I will wait till... I probably won't see it in theaters. Probably wait till it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, whatever. But yeah, this one, I'm definitely gonna buy this. It was awesome. I loved it. It's just like kung fu fighting.